Welcome to the Right Side. I am Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. We're back. We made it back from Montgomery, Alabama, where we had a great day. We genuinely hope you enjoyed the interviews with fantastic legislators and our conversation with the speaker and with ALGOP Chair and Representative Scott Sathagen. And what we didn't tell you is in the morning, we recorded an incredible podcast that seems very timely.
Yeah, we
relating to election fraud.
Busy day yesterday, but we got a lot done. And yesterday morning before we headed down to Montgomery, we recorded a long form podcast with Dr. Douglas Frank, who told us a lot of things about our elections in Alabama. I think y'all are going to be really interested in that.
So today we have a lot of news as usual. We also have hot flash news, and apparently, and we're so tickled that when people come up to us now, the first word they say is allegedly. And so we have allegedly for you. We have allegedly for you as well today.
When you're in the moment and the adrenaline's going, and we had such great interviews like back to back to back, and it was just a really fun kind of hectic day. And so I got home last night and Jared's out of town. So the dogs were gone. Everybody was gone. It was just me in the house, which never happens. And I just sat there and then started giggling about how many people came up to us, legislators too, that were like, so, allegedly this is happening down in Montgomery. And I thought, we've started something.
Yes.
We've started something. I bet every time they're like around, do people go to water coolers anymore?
They may. I don't know.
Or they're waiting at the elevator and they got to gossip. I bet they start talking like this.
Unironically.
And if Kay Ivy's around, they all really talk like this.
Did y'all know that we missed Kay Ivy yesterday?
We missed the high stepper.
We missed the high stepper, and I saw that they signed some papers or something yesterday because some of the people had on the same outfits that we saw them in. So I believe we missed the high stepper, and nobody invited us in, although maybe or maybe not we went down to the dungeon, which I'm pretty sure the high stepper knows all about.
Don't talk about that because that's in my allegedly.
When are we gonna play our video?
Well, I don't know
when. Soon.
But there's one part that we found yesterday that we have to talk about.
Oh
today.
Yes, darling. What are we going to talk about?
Well, I can't tell you.
Why?
Because we're going to talk about it later. It's part of allegedly.
Okay. Well, so we're going to do allegedly. We also have a guest at 11, Philip Brown. We're very excited to have him in studio.
Who is Philip Brown?
Philip Brown is the Shelby County.
Jefferson County.
Excuse me. What a silly nincompoop
That's like
that
saying, he
Philip,
really
I'm sorry.
plays at Duke, but you say he plays at Chapel Hill.
Oh, you would not make that mistake.
No, don't do that.
Philip is Jeffco GOP chair, and we look forward to our conversation with him. So it's a busy day. It's a great day. And then we're making plans for another event next week. We can't tell you about it yet, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal. We don't even, every day we think, God, are you really, you're letting us do this? And he's like, yeah, I am. So, we're all just trying to keep up, but we're all glad to be here. You're at the right side, which is the right place, the right time. And we're all the right side.
Okay. Can we pause? Can that be our tagline? That's just so good.
Okay.
I think we need to have multiple taglines, but that definitely needs to.
Can you put like big lights around it?
I can probably
like dressing room lights around. No, I'm kidding.
I just like the right side, the right place, the right time.
So we're including it's not right place, right time.
Well,
right
yes,
side,
darling.
The right
because
side.
In the South, when I was watching about accents this morning while I was drinking my second cup of coffee.
You did research?
Yes, I did, darling. And what I found out is in the South, now there's an aristocratic Southern accent that is disappearing.
Yep.
And I channel my mother's friend Martha when I do that. And then there's like the gas station girls that we're going to get together tonight and watch a movie and maybe drank a little. We don't know what's going to happen. And that is my Crystal character. And my other one is Phyllis. But what I found out in the South is that we use the word "the" in front of everything. The right side. See what I do there? The
club.
capital, the club,
The club.
the Allison.
It's not
said,
the
club.
club.
If it is
It's
the club, we're
the
talking about
club.
New York, a New York accent with your dog. Get off my lawn.
We're going to the club.
We're going to the club, Brooklyn. So anyway, I was drinking coffee because I couldn't believe how many people come up to us and do the Southern accent, in which we say, you're a part of Rightside Nation if you do that.
Bravo.
Welcome.
Also,
It made me laugh.
We love you.
Can I just say, my first 10 seconds in the State House, literally my first 10 seconds in the State House, somebody who watched the show and like watches us every day recognize. And I was with a couple of others that are like, your first 10 seconds in the State House and you're getting recognized.
What'd they say to you?
We
weren't with you.
We literally walked in the door, took that first left to the elevator. We get in the elevator and she just goes, "Are you JP?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I love the show. I listen every day to y'all." So
people
You
are
better
so
act straight,
kind.
JP.
You look nice
Because
yesterday.
with that,
thank you. Y'all looked great.
that
Thank you.
head, shiny bald head, you're very recognizable.
Oh, this is so fun.
Like
That's
that
my-
is JP.
Yeah, that's my thing.
No, yesterday was a great day. We got recognized in the Senate.
We did.
Okay.
Y'all did.
We did. Yeah. I'm glad Will Ainsworth, who was presiding over the Senate as he does every day, has his gavel and his Mountain Dew. I'm glad he said stand up.
Yeah, he did.
Even though it was really embarrassing because I'm like, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
I did like a princess way.
No, that's the right way.
I thought you would have thought I was somebody, but that was fun.
He did that. And aren't you also glad I didn't go up and go the new Hollywood thing to do? Like so dorky. But we all had to act like we'd been there before. Like, so
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for doing that. That was awfully kind.
Then the one person that ran out, the senator's wife that ran out.
Oh, she was so nice.
And just was so I mean, love the show. It was really a great day.
It like I too got home, had to give all the tea to Chris, and would alternate between laughing and thinking, I cannot believe this is actually happening. So thank you for watching the show. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for watching Inside the State House. That was really awesome of y'all. And we hope you will sign up for the newsletter, which we're working on right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
We got tons of subscribers yesterday. Y'all, the live
This
stream
is so exciting.
was, how they say it, popping off.
Was it popping up?
It was crunk.
Clock it.
Tons of people watching.
So, can we have a moment for the clock it?
Clock it.
Again,
Thank you.
middle finger.
Yes.
Middle finger.
Okay.
Instead of giving the middle finger salute, you clock it. It's a much better use of your fingers.
But you have options depending on where you are in the world.
You got 4 of them. You got 4 options.
Well, what about this one?
Well, you got to use your thumb.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Now we're all really thinking. Yesterday was kind of surreal, and we're very grateful to the speaker's office and Scott. I meant to ask him how you really say his name.
I think it's Stahagen.
Staw.
I think the D and the T are silent.
Stathagen.
But he's from Hartselle,
Hagen.
so how do they say
Stathagen.
it up there?
Stathagen.
Stathagen.
Nah, I think it's just Stahagen.
You know what he is up there? Hey, Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty.
That's who he is up there.
Okay.
Big hoss.
The other
That's
thing
also
that
who
I
he is.
think this was still live. If you watched it, I don't even remember if the cameras were on or off. But did we actually talk live about golfing?
Yeah, that was live.
Oh, crap. Really?
Yeah.
We're going to do that. That would be fun. But our version of carpool karaoke, where we interview them on the golf course.
I remember because Ledbetter said, well, y'all's cart may have to be behind us because y'all haven't seen us hit before.
And we're like, yes, sir.
I sense some competition between them.
I have to get my son to really teach me how to hit it. Can I have a sub hitter? Because that kid can
Dog, I
A
can
whale it.
designated hitter.
I
I don't.
Can you be my DH?
No, we're
I
not
can't-
playing abs.
We're
No.
just interviewing,
No,
I
right?
thought
we're-
we were
like
we
getting
were
cute golf
playing.
clothes.
There's no. 'Cause
You
I
can
asked-
play.
I said who would be the other two for the foursome, and they threw out some ideas. Hey, if that actually happened, that would be gold.
No, we're doing it. I think they thought we were kind of serious. Sirs, we're dead serious. Please. Where we play golf in Birmingham, they'd shut it down for you and we could have the whole course.
Oh,
I'm sure they got the connections too of
And we
spots
could
in
go to Montgomery Country Club and we could play some golf there. So
Have the speaker make a call.
here's what
Why not?
I mean, we have a whole new world, and we discovered it yesterday. And I'm a little nervous for ourselves because we can be mobile.
Wow,
We can go anywhere.
we're getting there.
Well, we did have one little look. I got the mic thing figured out. Grayson Everett, panic no more. I got the mics figured out.
To be fair, we bought those literally the day before.
Well, because
did.
we had a whole thing with like taking these mics, and we didn't have anyway. We figured it out.
we got a travel kit now
We got a travel kit.
and we're going to be using it next week,
Oh,
actually.
shoot. In the travel kit is our timer, our clock. Now I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know when we're supposed to go to break.
Oh, look,
It is currently 10:11.
I'm watching. We got Mr. Producer Man. All right, listen. JP, do you think it's possible can we play the video from yesterday since it's the convo? And then do you have a montage for us? You've been just like busting it. So I don't want to.
I do have a montage. We have a State House video, but before we play the State House video, do we want to just give quick thoughts on the big interview from yesterday? After
Yes.
how long ago was that? Just almost 20 or about 22 hours after the fact.
Yes, and we're going to be like coaches breaking down the film.
Like
So who wants to go
coach?
first? Yeah.
Like Tubbs?
We're coaches of our own team, and we're just breaking down the film from the game, just a little bit. What we really want is for you to go watch the whole interview.
You know what? That's a good. I'm gonna put the link in the comments. If y'all did not see the Ledbetter Stahagen interview that we're talking about, I'm gonna put the full interview in the link in the comments for y'all to go watch it.
Okay, are we running down the whole day or just? Sorry, I was texting while you
I
were
was saying
talking.
before I play our day at the State House video, if we wanted to just give first thoughts, reactions on the interview alone.
Okay.
Am I first? Okay.
Don't be weird.
No. Well, we thought
What
we'd
do
make
I
it
do with
weird.
my hands.
Glad for the opportunity. We asked fair questions. They gave their answers. We are looking forward to moving forward and a new day, perhaps in Alabama. Everybody seems to be unified. For example, while we were there, we got to witness people talking about the PSC bill, the third version, perhaps, Mac Butler's. And then the closed primary bill is moving on. So those are kind of some of the reasons why we were there. And to see those happening was very fulfilling. But to be able to talk to the speaker and to talk to Scott and all the trouble everybody went through to make those interviews happen was humbling. And we look forward to being back again soon.
Yeah, I think that I don't I'm not really sure how we got there. When I was on Epstein Island, and all the things were going down, that's a joke, by the way.
Yeah, you need to really specify when you
we
say
drove
that.
around Epstein Island, but they kept saying Sinclair's on Epstein Island. No, we just went and looked at it. But and all that started happening, around the party at the State House. There was just Alabama Power, all the Public Service Commission, all that kind of happened while I was gone. Actually, last time I was out of the country, Donald Trump got shot. So
yeah,
we're never leaving the country again.
No, unless we're all together and then we'll leave.
Then the world will end.
I know. It's kind of,
I don't think we're actually that important. But anyway, coming from there to us sitting down yesterday, that is not where I thought we would be in a few short weeks. But again, humbled, I think is the right word, to be able to have that opportunity to sit down. For the two of them, for Ledbetter and Stahagen, for them to be able to come and talk about some really hard things that happen and confront it head on is impressive. I mean, we asked some hard questions too, and they were able to give us their answer and kind of put their faces facing forward, ready to move on. I still think there will be some bumps in the road, but I'm hopeful that maybe the lines of communication are open even more. I mean, even for us on our side, to be able to have those conversations with them, that is a new thing.
Yes.
And again, and I think I said it, I kind of blanked out, y'all. It's funny. I'm scared to go back and watch it. I think I said it live, but even if we disagree on policy or issues, and we've always said this, we're okay with that.
Yeah, exactly.
But to just be able to be heard, to be part of the conversation, to be able to debate the issues. It's what we complain about on the left, that the left, they won't even have a conversation. You know, we're just domestic terrorists, we're bigots, we're racist, we're all these things. You can't even talk with them anymore. I don't want the right to get like that. There are a few issues that we cannot compromise on, that they're non-negotiables. But when you start talking about, you know, the Public Service Commission having 3 people versus 7 people, or tax rates, or whatever it is, those are the things that I think everybody's opinion should be heard. And I get the feeling that maybe there will be better conversations within the caucus and in Montgomery going forward.
I think what you just said made me think of this phrase: we will be so much better off. You're 100% right. You can't talk to the Democrats anymore. The ones that are old school, you can, but mainly you cannot at all. So in the Republican Party, and there are factions and wings, but we have to get comfortable with the discomfort.
That's a good way of putting it.
And if we're okay with that, and if we're okay saying to your face, I 100% disagree with you, but do you want to go have dinner? I channel, a couple of my friends are attorneys, and they're able to do that. And so I want to channel more of that, but still remain in the exactly what you said. There are things we absolutely cannot compromise on. And we're not going to be talked into things that are like bottom line in the sand. But how great that we can open those lines.
I mean, again, yesterday was proof of that. We had Ernie Yarbrough on the show, and his closed primary bill. I mean, wouldn't you say Ernie's probably the most far-right conservative legislator? He's hysterical too.
He's so funny.
I thought he was going to do the interview in his glasses.
I thought he was too.
He came in these sunglasses that had gold all down. I don't know. It was funny. It's very Ernie. But the fact that his bill passed out of committee, Speaker Ledbetter said it was going to pass the House. I think it'll be on the floor. Well, the speaker said it was going to be his choice because the speaker gets a pick every day for the special order calendar. And it was going to be his pick for Thursday. I think we still need to do some working in the Senate. But the fact that Ernie's bill is passing through and has the support of leadership is huge. Mac Butler's Public Service Commission, House Bill 475, basically the Transparency Act for the Public Service Commission, passed unanimously through the House yesterday. I mean, that's just kind of unheard of. So maybe we've turned a corner.
Mm-hmm. Here's hoping.
We've really turned a corner. Here's hoping. JP, what did you think? That was your first time to the Alabama State House.
It was my first time ever in there. I thought, well, first on the interview itself, obviously everybody, if you're in Alabama Politico, you know the backstory and kind of the drama that led up to that point. And obviously the message that they portrayed, at least with their, with the words they said, was that they were a unified front now, and how optimistic and positive they were on how they were going to move forward as a party, which is good. Like, that's the right message, and that's what you want to hear. Now, I think it's our job to, I don't know if hold their feet to the fire is necessarily the best way to put it with that, but we'll be watching to see if that's the case. I'll just say that, because if it is the case, it'll be evident pretty soon. And it'll also be pretty evident if they were just given lip service and saying what we wanted to hear. But either way, it was a big deal that they were sitting down together and willing to do that interview. I hope what they said is true, but it will become clear pretty soon. I'll just say that.
Don't you think I don't, for lack of a better word, and I've said this privately, I haven't said this on air, but in so many ways, Scott Stauhagen was, at least symbolically, the leader of the resistance.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what else to call it. And if he is sitting down with Ledbetter saying we're ready to move forward, I don't know what option we have except to give them a chance and trust what they're saying, and trust that, the far right, I don't know what else to say. I mean, in the Alabama House, you have more moderate conservatives and you have more right-leaning. I don't know what I would put myself in that category.
I'll say it. You got establishment Republicans and you got true conservatives. I'll make that. I think that's true.
That's fair.
Are you saying the establishment Republicans are not conservative?
Not enough, at least.
Okay. They're moderately conservative versus
not enough. Yeah.
Well, but I don't want to, if you look at some of especially the social bills that they have gotten out, they're conservative bills.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to not give them credit for that.
Yeah, no, I think that there have been conservative bills, but I also think they're not all conservatives. They're Republicans, but they're not all conservatives.
Yep. Okay. And government has grown a lot.
So, yeah,
yeah, you can't, that's just numbers. You can look at that.
That's
sure,
right. Yeah.
Under the Republican leadership. But anyway, my point is, if you have, chairman sitting down with the speaker and they are saying, this is our plan and we have a plan and we're moving forward, at least for now, I think we have to trust that and see what they do. And if nothing changes, then we adjust.
Right.
But I think for now, you take them at their word and pay attention. This is not the time to stop paying attention at all.
No. And we're so bad about doing that. We get comfortable and we're like, oh, they got it. No, this is a time where we really need to engage. Like somebody said, like Dr. Frank said, the slump. We get somebody elected and then we go right into a slump. And then we only pay attention when we want to get somebody elected instead of steadily staying in the race, which ensures victory.
And Dr. Frank said too, he was like, he said, y'all in Alabama are so great in so many ways because you're so trusting and you elect your officials and you trust that they're good Christian people and they're going to do what they say their palm heart cards are going to do. And y'all just go about, you think you've done your job because we do turn out for elections.
That's right.
But we're all human. We all need to have accountability, and myself included. So we are called to hold them accountable.
That's right.
Anyway, overall, that was a great day. I had a blast.
I can't wait to see the video when we come back. Like, I'm dying to see the video.
It's going to be the best. Y'all really won't want to miss this. It's going to be hysterical. We'll be back on the right side. Enjoyed our conversation with Catherine Robertson, who is a candidate for Attorney General of the state of Alabama.
Catherine began her public service in Washington as clerk and counsel to Senator Jeff Sessions on the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee.
She served as the vice president of the Alabama Policy Institute under Gary Palmer and has been the chief counsel in the Attorney General's office under Steve Marshall for the past 10 years.
In this interview, we discuss what makes her qualified to be Alabama's next Attorney General and specific issues that matter to Alabamians and fun questions so that you get to know Catherine, the individual.
We hope you enjoy our following conversation with her and get to know Catherine Robertson.
Welcome. We are here with Catherine Robertson, who is running for Attorney General of Alabama. Thank you for joining us today.
Really fun to be with y'all. Thanks for letting me wear a hat.
I love your hat.
Yeah.
I'm upset I don't have my hat on.
You're left out.
I'm totally left out today.
Hers is pretty cool, though. I can't read it because my eyes are going bad, but it's
Marshall County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Phil Sims gave me this hat. He's a good dude. I love to wear it.
I am guessing he endorsed you.
Yes.
Nice.
Welcome back to The Right Side. And let's be honest, this is the moment you've tuned in for, isn't it? I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair. JP's keeping us together today behind the scenes, but we're thrilled and honored to be joined by Speaker of the House, Nathaniel Ledbetter, and Chairman of the Alabama Republican Party and Representative Scott Hagan from Hartselle, Rainsville, right?
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
Rainsville.
I'm Rainsville.
You're Hartselle.
It's good to
Okay.
be here.
I wish we had more time to tell you that my dad used to moonlight at the hospital there, and I got to spend the night in the little call room. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's safe to say a lot has happened over the last couple of weeks, and this might not be what people expected, is the two of y'all sitting down right here with us. Talk us through how we got here.
Well, certainly good to be here with you guys. Thank you for having us, and certainly good here to be with the new chairman of the party. And Scott and I have had a lot of discussion over the last week since he's got elected, and he certainly has my full support. I think he's going to do a really good job and look forward to his leadership. And I think he can bring the party together in a way that maybe somebody else couldn't. So I congratulate him on that position.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here. Thank you guys for having us on. I think it's an exciting moment from here for Alabama with the House of Representatives, our caucus, and the party coming together, and looking forward to the work that we're going to have going in the future. And it's exciting for tomorrow.
Talk to us real quickly about the party for now. Does it feel united behind you? Are you feeling good about where you're going and how everybody is lined up behind you?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have already hit the ground running. Matter of fact, yesterday we had a meeting with all the county chairmen, kind of seeing what their needs are and what's working, what's not working. So we're literally starting from the bottom, working our way up. But the biggest thing is a team, like we have with our caucus, working as a team, and then we're going to unite that gap between the party and the legislature for us to work together, because we're all Republicans, right? So I think it's going to be a very interesting, unique situation. I'm looking forward to it.
Talk to us, if you would please, sir, about the caucus and where everybody is right now and what you guys would like to do over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think the caucus is in a good position. I mean, we had a very good meeting last week, and we just need to go forward. That's what we told the caucus, and now's the time to move forward, and they're doing that. We'll have some strong legislation coming up today. The closed primary passed out of the committee, so we'll have it on the floor Thursday. That's a speaker's pick. I'm going to pick it for Thursday, so we'll get to see it on the floor. So I think we got a lot of good legislation out there, some of it in the Senate that we've passed through the House, some of it vice versa. So certainly got to get the budgets out. Passed the ETF off the floor last week. Look to get the general fund the week after spring break. So we'll kind of finish up some things we got going, but it's going well. I think the people of Alabama be proud of the work together with the House and the Senate and with the governor's office. So we hope to continue that and look forward to finishing up strong.
I'm curious, this question is for both of y'all, so you'll have to pass the mic back and forth, but whoever wants to answer it first, how do you view what is the proper role and partnership between the caucus and the party? There's been lots of debate about that, how much influence each should have going forward. How do you feel about the relationship?
Well, I will say, Scott and I have talked about that already, and he's got an idea that I support of getting me and the pro tem and the governor-elect together and sitting down and looking at some bills that we can all agree on. I don't think we've ever done that before, Scott, and I think it's a smart idea and gets us all on the same page. And I think that's being really proactive and trying to choose legislation that not only the party would like, but the people of Alabama.
Yeah, really excited about next quadrennium and next session. Just to see us come together and work together as a team, because we're all Republicans. We have the same beliefs, right? So having that with legislation and party coming together, and hopefully, you know, the bill package that we present to the governor, pro tem, and the speaker.
And welcome back to The Right Side. I am Amy Beth with Allison and JP, already into it on this very beautiful Wednesday, March the 18th. You guys, it's my granddaughter's birthday tomorrow. She's going to be 1.
Oh, wow.
We're having a
so
party on
cute.
Saturday.
She's so cute.
She is a hoot of a kid. You know how you know when they're very little? Some of them have an exaggerated sense of humor. This one is
Her.
really funny. And my sweet 3-year-old is funny in a different way. But before she's 1, you're like, this kid likes to make people laugh. She's a hoot.
I think of her as a dancer. I don't think, can she walk yet?
She's almost walking. We are going to get the 3-year-old in dance lessons. She is very busy. But we have a birthday tomorrow. This is very exciting.
That's exciting.
I just realized the date. I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
Yes, what?
tomorrow night is the Attorney General debate at the
Yes.
club.
Oh,
The
darling.
club.
Do you think that Phyllis and Amma and Clutus should show up?
We need to go. to
Well,
that.
Perhaps.
Philip Brown will be on at 11 and he will talk about that with us. And then I don't know if that competes with the grandchild's birthday. I don't know if that even matches it, but that is tomorrow. I was trying to think. That's the 19th, right?
Yeah, it is the 19th all day.
All day. Gosh, what happened? I missed St. Patrick's Day yesterday.
We
Which
all
is
did.
why I accidentally wore green. But today, this is all I really wanted to have on. So we're having our own St. Patrick's Day today.
Everybody in the state house. Well, not everybody.
A lot of people.
A lot of people had on green.
Yeah, mine was purely accidental. Okay. Can we please play the video?
Yeah, so we decided to do a video. This was the intent of the video, to show people around to how to get around the state house. I think it just quickly turned into us going to every inch of the state house and filming it and then ending up in the dungeon. But this video is about 3.5 minutes long.
Oh gosh, we got that much footage.
We had 20 minutes of footage that I got to 3.5 minutes to get everything.
That's impressive, JP.
So
This is why, can we just take a moment for us? This is why I love us, because the state house is, God love them. They can't be in the new state house soon enough. I mean, the current state house is depressing. It smells like mold and cigarettes, and the lighting is terrible, and the bathrooms.
oh my gosh, the bathrooms.
Are they not hideous?
I was like, I've seen gas station bathrooms better than this.
Yes.
This is bad. Anyways.
Yeah.
Tell them about the furniture in our bathroom.
Is from Lowe's.
No, it's outdoor patio furniture.
No joke. We have very important people, and they go and use Lowe's furniture in the ladies' yellow bathroom or orange or brown, depending on what floor you're on. Yes, the building smells like very old.
It's just dark and dingy, and I fully support whatever money, because to update that, I think somebody was telling us yesterday that to update the state house and bring it up to
Garland.
code, it would cost like $220 million, and it's like $400 million for a brand new state house. Anyway, all that to say, Montgomery is a tough place to be, but we had a blast.
Yeah, we did.
Like, we kind of have fun wherever we go.
Yes.
Me too. That's the problem.
And
Who was it yesterday that said, y'all really travel in 3, don't you? When we walked in the room.
Oh, Grayson said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just went and ran around. It was so much fun. And I think yesterday was stressful. It's the first time we had traveled and set up a studio, but we're all like, it'll be fine. We got this, and I just really appreciate y'all for that. So maybe everybody can see a little bit of the fun we had. I'm kind of nervous.
All right, y'all ready?
Okay.
Yeah. Ready.
Welcome to the State House, but we're going to show you how to get into the State House.
Allegedly.
So if anybody says, meet me on the State House steps because they have events here, this is exactly what they're talking about. Seems basic, but you may need to know it.
Look for the sign that says Alabama State House.
State
But Allison didn't know where the front door was.
This is the front door.
Door in the front. What are you gonna do, Amber?
I'm signing in.
Okay.
Signed
Not
in.
under any kind of alias. I'm just kidding. I would never do that.
Pass through security.
Yeah,
We're
made
gonna
it.
go fast. So
Let us in.
So
Keep up.
on the house, it's kind of weird. The house floor is on floor 5. If you want to watch, you have to go to floor 6. Okay, we're gonna go in, but you have to be quiet. All right.
So listen, we're gonna go upstairs, and I'm talking in my inside voice. But right now we're gonna go up to the Senate floor and allegedly look for some senators to talk to. Awkwardly, what happened? Help!
We gotta pay attention.
Everybody, you need to focus. I said focus.
I thought you actually.
No, you need to focus.
Guys, you need to point together.
So this is where the senators live. Yes, I think they're about to go
Convenient.
into the chamber. It's like the senators' runway. Senator Gotcha.
You're so crazy. Hey, lady, how are you?
You guys are so bright.
It really is right when you said it too, which is
why?
good.
Making a video
Good.
on how to get into the state house and
Okay.
how to go see your senator and your state rep. Because
Perfect.
the first time I came here, I said, "Where's the front door?"
Yeah, where is it? Where's the
Legit.
restroom? Where's the offices? Everything.
Yeah.
But like girls have fancy offices.
Ooh, pro
John
10.
has columns.
Now, if you're a regular citizen, can you access these offices to talk to your senator?
Why, yes,
you
sir.
can. You just walk right in. Let's see.
You just say, Senator, I would like to talk to you about this bill. Yeah.
Oh no, the secret elevator's out of order.
Allegedly.
See right there? That's normally how you get up to the Senate gallery, but we're gonna have to use our feet.
Yuck.
Let's do this.
It's allegedly out of order.
I think they saw us coming.
Yeah, they just put the sign.
They did.
Garland walked by and said, put that sign out.
If the House is Jerry Springer, the Senate is more like C-SPAN. Oh. The whole thing.
I wasn't ready for this.
Okay, JP,
Yes.
we're going to the dungeon.
Oh. There's somebody in there. I really don't think we were supposed to be down there. I bet that's where they keep the bad legislators.
Just go back where we came.
Okay,
No, we gotta see. We gotta keep going.
Okay.
Okay, so there it is. You ever come down here? It's your tour.
Scary.
Oh my word.
Okay. The dungeon felt like a never-ending loop. I swear we walked in a circle
Yeah, we were not
We
supposed
did.
to be down there.
until
We're
Well-
about to find out that we're really not supposed to be down there.
all the doors were locked except for how did we end up getting down there?
Well, we maybe perhaps found a stairway.
Yeah, we found a
Down there.
stairway.
Maybe somebody suggested
Yeah.
we go down there and see. And now maintenance was down there, and there was a group of people that like kept the building as well as can be expected. But we maybe went to places we shouldn't have gone.
Well, we didn't see anything really all that exciting, although, well, I'll talk a little more about it during allegedly.
Mhm.
There was no cafeteria.
No, there was not.
Shh. Okay.
I'm not sure anybody knows any better how to get into the state house.
They
than we
don't, but
do,
we
that
had
was a
fun.
ton of fun.
There's the front door. We went to the basement. You know where the elevators are, and you saw names on the door. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, you just go in.
Just what floor? Just ask people what floor.
It is the people's house. You own that house and you can go see your legislator. Now, they might shut the door on you and they might be busy. but that's okay. You can
She can
try.
go.
I wish
She
I
can
was
go.
not ready for the shout out because I saw in my head, I saw like Garland hand Will Ainsworth a paper, and then Will started to laugh and then pointed at us, and I go, "Oh, wait." And I reached my phone as he's saying
I
it,
didn't
and
even
I'm
know
like,
you did
"Wait,
that.
wait."
Good
Yeah.
for you. Yeah. I thought that was really funny. But that was kind of cool.
That was
And-
didn't expect
And Will
it.
said they are here on behalf of the entire Senate, not just some of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, bravo. I don't know how you took that much and made it into 3 minutes. So bravo, JP.
Maybe we'll add some music in the background and then we'll post it.
Can you add some music for when we're in the dungeon?
Yeah, like horror music.
All right, now for the news.
Time for news.
Your director of national counterterrorism, Joe Kent, he just resigned today. He said he can't support your conflict with Iran. What's your reaction to that? And did you?
Well, I read his statement. I always thought he was a nice guy, but I always thought he was weak on security, very weak on security.
Thrilled to announce that just moments ago, we won the vote on the motion to proceed to the House-passed version of the Save America Act. We got 51 votes for it. So game on. We need to stay on this thing now until it passes.
ICE recently asked a group of illegal immigrants that were in detention whether or not they were receiving Medicaid. Half of them raised their hands and volunteered that they were on Medicaid. Just volunteered that. These are the ones who are hiding it.
This is Israel Flores Ortiz. He is 19 years old, an illegal immigrant from El Salvador who's currently enrolled at Fairfax High School as a junior. Now, in the last year, he has been reported to have sexually assaulted high school girls as young as age 13 12 times. In this latest report, he has been charged with 9 of them. And yet, the school knew all this time and kept it from parents. Ortiz entered in 2024 under the Biden administration, and he has now sexually assaulted 9 to 12 girls who are teenagers who were ignored by the school.
Businesses in D.C.'s Navy Yard are dealing with the fallout after another so-called teen takeover. The chaos this weekend ended with robberies, assaults, and a gunshot fired into the air. Police ended up arresting 2 teenagers.
I know so many people that live in Navy Yard. So many people that work on the Hill live there. It's a very nice place, but that's like where you go to die now.
Mm-hmm.
There are like stabbings and carjackings and shootings and that kind of stuff. I mean, just menacing like teenagers on scooters, like that just will come up and just mess with you or mess with your dog or whatever. Like, what is happening? I thought Trump did something.
Is the National Guard still deployed in DC?
I don't think so.
We need to ask them to come back. But think about it. They were entitled through high school, and they think they can have whatever they want whenever they want. They have no sort of accountability or responsibility. And so if they want to go do a takeover, and apparently they're happening across the country. I heard of another one this past weekend, and I can't remember where it was, but it wasn't in the Navy Yard. So like you've got to do something, but nobody ever gets held accountable.
Did y'all see the video from Daytona Beach spring break where, I mean, somebody was in a condo and they were filming down on the beach, and I guess there was a shooting.
Oh gosh.
It looked like ants. There were so many people just running every which way. This is just a public beach spring break. You remember we used to go spring break, Panama City? And I mean, you know, it was Panama City Beach. There was Club La Vila and there was Spinnakers. But I mean, it was orderly. You had teenagers, but it wasn't like this. This looked like madness and a shooting on the beach. You're like, what? We can't have nothing.
No. Also, where did you put that gun to carry it on the beach?
In your cooler.
Did you put it in your cooler?
Yeah.
In an insulated bag? Yeah. But what is wrong with the kids? And here we wonder why even at Orange Beach at Perdido Pass, they said there's a certain segment, y'all can't come here.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. I don't blame them for shutting the beaches down and giving curfews. Parents are obviously not doing anything. And it started when they were little, not disciplining them at all, giving them timeouts and tell them we won't count the points on their soccer team game because that's mean.
I'm guessing those parents don't have angry spoons.
They do not have an angry spoon.
Not a Mr. Spoon.
No.
They don't have Mr. Spoon. They don't have Mr. Ping Pong Paddle.
That was mine. Don't make me get Mr. Spoon.
Oh,
it's funny. Our angry spoon, one of the kids drew like a face on it. And every now and then it would actually end up back in like the utensil drawer. Be stirring the spaghetti with the angry spoon.
Oh.
Yeah, they need like 6 of them.
Yeah, they do. They need a lot of them, but that's disappointing that it's the Navy Yard. I mean, it's where the upper crust of the upper crust go and live and work, and they're not even safe there.
And then Fairfax County, I'm guessing that's, I mean,
nearby.
Yeah, nearby. And you have, was he a teacher or what?
He's a student, admitted.
He looked like he was 40.
I know. Fairfax County High School, there's a discrepancy. Is he 18 or has he since turned 19? They knew that he was doing this to these girls, and they're keeping him safe. And the girls, and I'm borrowing Matt Simpson's words from yesterday, the girls whose innocence have been stolen, well, they're not protected at all.
Like, so he allegedly, although just by virtue of what we know, it's probably very true. 19 to 12 victims as young as 13. And the school is covered. Not one. Oh, maybe it was a misunderstanding. I don't even know how you excuse that. 19 to 12, and he's still there, and he's illegal.
I wouldn't want to live in Virginia to save my life.
No.
Why can't adults be adults?
It doesn't pay to be an adult anymore. Right. I don't know when it happened that we took the onus of responsibility on us for guarding and protecting our young, guarding and protecting our kids. And now it's a free-for-all. It's an absolute free-for-all, cultural drift. And Virginia seems to be quite the hot spot, especially when you have an absolute disaster of a governor in Abigail Spanberger.
Yeah.
Right about
disaster of a person. And that's who you want. And now increasing taxes, abortion up until the day of birth. I mean, she is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Get out of Virginia, because she has no interest in protecting anybody but future voters, which all just happen to be illegals and super duper progressives.
Yeah, it's really sad because Virginia was literally the birthplace of America, and so many of our greatest Americans came from there. So it's kind of sad to where it is now. But if you think about it, whenever I hear stories about this, I just think about how different both sides, if so to speak, of America are right now. Like, I'm not saying stuff like this doesn't happen in Alabama, but I feel like it'd be pretty like most schools in Virginia would have done what this school did, where I feel like that's not the case in most red or Christian parts of America. Like, stories like this would be top news, and like the horror that this was allowed to happen and but I just feel like in Virginia, that's just kind of it'd almost be the opposite. You'd almost be an outlier if you spoke up and said something, because he's an illegal alien or he's an undocumented citizen. You know, he gets a free pass. But I just think about how different both sides of America are right now, that stuff like this is allowed to happen, where if that happened in Alabama, it'd be like, how in the world, you know, it'd be top headline news.
It really would be.
Can we, can we do the story out of the University of Alabama about the missing Theta Chi? You sent us an article. I don't know if you have.
I do.
If you want to pull that up, because one of my daughter's friends is a fraternity brother with him at Alabama. I was able to reach out to one of Jimmy's friends who is in Barcelona with him right now, searching for him. And he just texted me an update from over there as to what is going.
Lay the groundwork of the story first.
Well, no, that's what I was asking.
Okay.
I was just killing time until she pulled it up.
Would it be okay? Do you want to play it? Do you want me to send it to JP and play it?
Oh, I don't know if it's
Let's see if I can get here.
Yeah.
See. Okay, there we go. I got it. So The family of a U of A student is asking for the public's help. This is from ABC 3340, the TV station. James Jimmy Gracie, a junior, was last seen early Tuesday morning outside a nightclub in Barcelona while visiting friends for spring break. According to a press release from the family, Gracie was last seen around 3 a.m. outside Choco nightclub in the Villa Olímpica area around Barcelona or Barceloneta Beach. He was wearing a white shirt, dark pants, and a chain with gold rhinestone cross. He's described as 6'1", 175. He's originally from Elmhurst, Illinois, but had traveled abroad to visit friends studying he traveled to Barcelona to visit friends who were traveling abroad.
So his friend that is over there with him just texted me, and he said all of the Barcelona police are searching the city, especially around the area by the club and the beach and water. Police are in jet skis and boats searching for him. Personally, our group has printed and posted over 400 flyers throughout the area on restaurants, polls, bus stops, hospitals. We have been in contact with the U.S. Embassy as well as Jimmy's father, who is now in Madrid at the U.S. Embassy. A group of 16 of his friends have been working restlessly to find and do anything we can to find out information for our friend. He ends by saying, "We love Jimmy and will not quit until we have answers. Please keep him and us in your prayers."
By the way, the police have his phone.
Where did they find his phone?
They're not saying. They just said that they have his phone, but he never made it back to his Airbnb. That's in the ABC article.
Well, I asked him to keep us up to date and just keep that family in your prayers. That's so scary. I mean, my daughter went on spring break last week. She was out of the country. And besides putting them in bubble wrap, there's kind of nothing you can do. But I think especially for Birmingham, Alabama with Natalie Holloway, it just brings back weird feelings and thoughts. And you were talking about, because there was another Alabama student that went missing. Was that a few years ago?
Yeah, it was when I was a freshman there. So 2020, like 2021. Yeah.
What was that story? I can't remember. Was it spring break as well?
Well, no. So allegedly he got drunk on the strip and went for a walk on the Riverwalk, which was right behind my dorm where I lived in Alabama, and fell in and drowned. I say allegedly because there was rumors, like at the time, I don't know if this is true, but at the time there was apparently several other frat guy death instances like this where they were drowned, and a similar story. And there was speculation that they were all some sort of connected, like
a serial
killer or something. I don't know if that's true. There's been but I remember that was a big speculation at the time. But yeah, that was 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Okay. Or it's 4, excuse me.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's scary. You get out and, drinking, I don't know. But you can get yourself in some situations that you never really planned on getting yourself into.
And you feel uninhibited because you're like, I'm not in the States. I'm going to let loose. Yay. I mean,
yeah, even without the drinking or drugs, if you're in a different country,
you've got to look alert.
Yeah.
But it's a little shocking that it's a young man.
Yeah.
Really, because our daughters are the ones that I'm more concerned about when they travel. And I just, this is tragic. Listen, it's, be careful. Stay tuned for alerts about him and pray that he is found safely. Maybe he got lost. No one knows. But please pray for him and pray for his family.
God, think about those kids over there. They're so young to have to be dealing with something really heavy and serious. I think sometimes at that age, you think life is kind of like a game, and then it comes crashing down. Keep them in your prayers. We'll be back with Philip Brown, chairman of the Jefferson County GOP.
Y'all have heard us talk about Inspire Advisors, how Paul Breyer and his team at Inspire Advisors will help you grow your investment portfolio while also screening out companies that don't stand for conservative Christian principles.
Paul and his team are experts on what they call biblically responsible investing. And for a limited time, they're hosting a free class that you can register for.
Check out the class and register for free at moneypatternwealth.com. It's godly, it's conservative, and it's financial freedom.
Again, go to Inspire Advisors at moneypatternwealth.com. Check them out and tell them you heard about them at Rightside Radio.
That through, and we're really going to have like a Republican Day at the Capitol, and we're going to have all the state executive members there, and that night hopefully celebrate. And it's going to be a celebration for Republicans throughout the whole entire state, and I'm looking forward to it. So, and as far as our caucus members go, they're Republicans, conservative. We're literally one of the most conservative bodies in the United States. So we're hand in hand moving forward.
Speaker Ledbetter, this question is for you. We kind of talked to some people because over the past few weeks, there's been a lot of discussion about leadership. There's been some transitions about some of the, asking people what the main complaints against leadership or you in the Speaker's office specifically. One of the issues that came up repeatedly was just the push for gambling, which I think is just kind of across the board. One person said, though, that too often the priority seems to go to bills backed by special interests or those closest to leadership rather than allowing a fair, open process where conservative priorities rise naturally. What do you say to those criticizing you and the agenda of leadership? Because if you look, you have passed some really conservative things over the past quadrennium.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the record of this last quadrennium, I mean, it doesn't, just look at what's been passed. There's no question this is the most conservative quadrennium this state's ever had, period. If you look at my record as Speaker and Majority Leader, it's the most conservative the state's ever had. I mean, all you got to do is look at what we've passed. If it's DEI or if it's, the Choose Act or whatever, which we led the charge on helping getting that passed. It was a pick. A lot of things Scott passed, the boys and girls bathroom thing. I mean, this has been the most conservative 4 years that we've had. And as far as the special interest group, they all stay in my office and they'd know more about what they're talking about. Because there was two of them in there Friday, and I told them no. And one of them was Alpha on an ambulance bill that I think could serve rural Alabama very well. And the same thing with Blue Cross and those people. We tell them no more than we tell them yes. And so I think people that says that need to probably work a little bit harder to figure out what is going on, and they wouldn't have to make statements like that.
So then on the heels of that question, what did it mean to have 75 members of the House, Tuberville, support you?
It's humbling. I mean, it really is. I didn't ask for that. I mean, they did that on their own. And of course, Coach has been a friend of mine for a long time. I chaired his U.S. Senate race. And so, but to have that many members and Scott being one of them that signed that document, it was very humbling. I mean, it really was. And, the thing about it is, I think it's easy sometimes for people to say negative stuff about people they don't know. And the problem with that is it doesn't just affect the person you're talking about, it affects their family. Whether it's their grandkids or their wife or their kids. And sometimes I think we have to be mindful of that. So, to see after on the backside of it, to see that and to see our members come together and support me, it's really, really humbling.
It's hard. It is hard being on the outside. We're not privy to a lot of the discussions that are had in the halls. And hopefully this can be kind of a transition point of inflection for Alabama, for the legislature, for the party, for the people. And that's a question I have for both of y'all. Is this a turning point for the state of Alabama? It felt a little bit like crossing the Delaware. We were like, oh, we're in new territory. And then being here today, I mean, this is huge to see y'all sitting down together, kind of tackling this head on. I know the people of Alabama will appreciate that. But moving forward, and you mentioned a little bit plans to open up discussions. Can you expand a little bit more on that? How is this different, and how are we going to put this behind us?
Yeah, so I mean, our caucus has always been together. right? So we are a team. We're kind of like an executive session when we're in caucus. So the things that we discuss and things we talk about are with us and our team. As far as moving forward in the future, I think, with the party members of Algop and then our caucus, I mean, once again, we're all Republicans. We're all on the same team. Some of us serve at a different capacity than others. Some are more vocal than others in the party side.
Welcome back to The Right Side. I am Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. We are thrilled to be joined today by Philip Brown. And really, when you want to introduce somebody who's done a lot, really it's to say, what haven't you done yet? You've done so much. You're the chair of the Jefferson County Republican Party.
That's great.
We will get to the event tomorrow night in just a minute. We've hinted at it. But you've done a lot. I met you when we were running for office back in 2012.
Okay, that's been a while.
And I was running for House 43.
Okay. I was running for the
Public Service Commission. That's right. So we were on the road at a couple of things together, but it's good to see you again. I know you stay very active in the party and party affairs, but tell us about you. You are a teacher.
Former teacher, yes.
Former teacher.
Yes.
But tell us about yourself.
Okay. Well, I born in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
I grew up in South Alabama, a little town called Elba in Coffee County.
Yes.
Went to Faulkner University and went on to go to work. And I've been a diesel mechanic for several years, and then finally went into teaching and started teaching automotive technology. And then along the way, got involved in politics. It's really interesting. My dad I'm number 10 of 12 kids. My dad was a conservative at heart, but he was non-political. In fact, he believed that anybody who had anything to do with the government, or even if you voted, you probably was going to hell.
Well,
and so more I lived, the more I think maybe he was right. But it's interesting. He didn't serve didn't think he would be right to serve in the military or even vote. And then most of my brothers and sisters went to the military, and I got into politics.
Isn't that a thing? That's a whole thing.
That's some latent teenage rebellion, I'm sure.
So what you were involved with the minority GOP for a while, now you're chairman of the Jefferson County GOP. When did you take over that role? About a year ago?
Yes, January the 20th, actually, of 25. I became chairman of the Jefferson County Republican Party.
What have you all, what are your goals? What are you working on now that you are in charge and can make some decisions? What is your main push as you are chair of that county?
Well, if you know anything about the makeup of the political landscape of Jefferson County, you know that we are losing at 3 to 4 points every election. For the last 10 years, we've lost every county-wide seat that we fought for. But it was always right about 48%. We would just miss it. I mean, no matter whether we poured a bunch of money into it or we spent no money at all. It's always been consistently that way. And as you know, my background is leading the minority GOP for the last 15 years with the state of Alabama. And so I've always pushed the importance of reaching out to minority communities. We have a conservative message with the Republican Party. Most minority communities are very conservative. You don't get very much more conservative than the Black church, but they don't vote that way. And that's the perplexing thing. And I think for us as Republicans, we're more or less thrown up our hands and say, it's hopeless. Why should we? I've even had Republicans tell me, we don't want to go out and reach out to the communities like that because they're not going to pay us any attention. It's just wasted time. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because, we complain that the Democrat Party paints such an ugly picture of us, but they're the only one talking. And so if we don't say something, if we don't defend where we stand, then how would anybody know the difference?
If the Black community, you say, is conservative, but they don't vote that way, why is that?
Well, we're in the cradle of the civil rights era, of civil rights here in Alabama. Birmingham was center of all of that. And you still have a generation of the leading people who remind us constantly of the marches, of the water hoses, of the dogs, and somehow or another they have changed history to read that the Democrats brought all the freedoms that come through the civil rights. And it really doesn't matter how much you preach otherwise. They've come to believe that the Republicans fought against civil rights when it's technically it's absolutely the opposite.
Yes.
The Democrats did, but Lyndon Baines Johnson was the president at the time, and no matter what you get, when you have legislation that's passed, the president gets either the credit or the blame for it.
Yes.
And even though it was a majority Republican Congress that forced the situation, and the Democrats fought against it, Joe Biden especially fought against it tooth and nail, we still see all the pictures of Dr. King and President Kennedy side by side in almost every church and every home in the Black community. But one of the things that has given me an encouraging feeling is that all of the crazy left-wing stuff that has happened over the last 4 years has pushed the Black community, the Hispanic community, as well as even the Muslim community into a position where they said, we can't support that. That's absurd. And we're beginning to see a shift nationally, and I believe we're also seeing a shift in Jefferson County, where people are beginning to open their eyes up and say, this is crazy.
Yeah.
We're not going to let men go in the bathroom with my little girl. I'm not, we're not going to let our little girl, our young ladies get abused on sports courts to men who can't compete with men and decide they want to beat up on women. And then the idea of toxic masculinity has just really the Black male has become so frustrated with the idea that we don't matter anymore. And that's tough.
Yeah.
I had a meeting with the Muslim community just recently, and they're very conservative, and they really want to support the Republican Party. But their fear is that, we're going to hold their religion against them. And, there's a lot in there. There's a lot of truth to that. A lot of people are very skeptical and very concerned with the Sharia law concept, even though most Muslims in America won't practice that.
That's so interesting. And do you think that when you've had conversations specifically with the Muslim community, do they understand that their book says that they can lie? I mean, do they know that we're skeptical because of what their own religion teaches them? And if the ones that don't practice, maybe they're secular Muslims, are they willing to take stands and say, that's not what we believe?
Well, it's very difficult to make a person take a public stand against something that is socially acceptable in their circle. I get it all the time in the Black community. I'm talking about, my wife, is very much against me being a Republican. And my family, I'm probably the only one that actually is, active in the Republican Party. So you get a lot of kickback on that. So it's really hard, and it takes a lot of courage to stand up and say, I believe this, and I'm going to stand for this when everybody else is screaming at you and saying you're a sellout, you're a traitor, you're horrible. And so, this just share with your conversation that I had with the young lady, and that is that I said, as a Christian, we are diametrically opposed to Islam. And she said, no, we respect Christianity. We think Jesus is a great man. And I said, yeah, but see, we say he's God and you say he's not. That's diametric opposition. And she said, well, I understand that concept. But at the same time, we may say, well, that's hard for us to deal with. But the question is this: in America, our families only produce 2 to 3 children, whereas Muslim families produce 8 to 9 children, just by sheer population they will control our population.
Yes.
Within just a short. And then you can take a look at Detroit, Chicago, and those places to see where it's actually happening.
Yes.
So how do what's the answer to that?
Let me get religious on you for just a moment.
No, I love it.
We're all about worldview. There is no separation.
The power of the gospel. We're afraid that if we let them in, they will convince us or take over us. What if the power of the gospel changes them? And let's just put the gospel concept aside. It's very difficult to take a Muslim woman and give her the freedom of Western culture and then put her back in a job.
True.
That's very hard.
Never
Very
thought
true.
about that.
Mhm.
That's the reason why the Middle Eastern countries hate us so terribly, is because once people become westernized, it's almost impossible to put them back. You know, what did President Biden tell us in the last time he ran for president? They're going to put y'all back in chains.
Mhm.
They're going to have to put y'all back out and picking cotton. Now you tell me, what are you going to have to do to the Black community to make them pick cotton?
Yeah. No, not happening. Absolutely not.
and so you take a look at their culture, and everybody, no matter who they are or where they live, they want freedom. I want to be able to live and do what I think I should do without the interference of government or whatever, even my church. I understand there are rules and regulations, but at the same time, ultimately, I want to be able to say, this is what's right for me and this is what I want to do.
Mhm.
And so if we introduce people, it's amazing to me. Muslims believe in their religion. They believe in their religion. They believe in their God. But they don't want to live in countries that are run by their religion and their God. They want to live in Christian countries.
Okay, how do they reconcile or justify that?
They don't. Why do you have to?
Well, because you don't want to live in those countries, but you continue to live a life that supports those countries.
Do they?
Maybe not, but I think I don't know how in the end, and you could tell me your thoughts otherwise. I don't know how in the end you separate those.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult because ultimately you want to be true to your community. But at the same time, you feel in your heart that this is the path I want to live. I do not believe that Muslim women enjoy covering their bodies up so much that you can't see them. And all you can see is their eyes. I don't believe that Muslim men necessarily enjoy beating their wives. I don't believe that. If the South and white people in general had been naturally inclined to abuse Black people, why would they have had to pass Jim Crow laws? That forced people to have to subjugate another race because they realized that most people would not do it on their own.
Mhm.
So they said, hey, if you don't do this, we'll burn your buildings down. We'll put you out of business. We'll put you in jail if you don't go along with this code of conduct. And so peer pressure, we don't grow out of it. We never get to an age to where peer pressure does not bother us anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
It's always there. No matter who we are, where we go, we're always thinking about how do people see me and do they accept me? Now, we can say, when I was teaching high school, kids would tell me all the time, I don't care what nobody thinks.
Yes.
I don't care. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah. When you walk in a room,
Or else you-
psychologists tell us you're only thinking about what do people think about me?
Yeah.
Me.
We got to have Jordan shoes.
Yeah.
And we got to have certain brand of clothes,
Mhm.
and we got to have certain hairstyles. And so if we didn't care about what people thought, we wouldn't care about what we wore or how we looked.
Mhm.
But we do. Very much so.
Yeah.
JP, can we keep going? We can move the break back a little bit because this interview took a turn that I didn't see coming, but I'm really, this is the meat. This is
good.
what we do. So it's really good. I as I'm listening to you though, what that entails from the Muslim community, if they actually don't want to live like the countries they're fleeing from here, it requires them to stand up and speak out.
Absolutely.
So can we do, because we started with you saying it's hard to be kind of the
Different.
only one to be different and to stand up when, your wife and your family and so how can we get there with them?
Well, generally speaking, it always takes one or two people to step out, and when, as Dr. King would say, when you stand up right, you strengthen the spines of other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so once it becomes acceptable, you see, before to vote Republican, it was taboo.
Mm-hmm.
But now, for some reason, Donald Trump has collected an aura about him that makes people come out and say, I voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And that before, the first time he ran, that was very hard to get people to step up and say that.
Yes.
Now, if you watch social media now, you can see people from all different. I don't know about the Venezuelans and the Muslims are dancing in the street because he has took their country apart
Mm-hmm.
and removed the oppressive regimes that were controlling.
Yeah.
And everybody else on the liberal side is saying, "Oh, that's terrible. Y'all shouldn't have done that. That's repressive." But they don't think it's repressive.
Mm-hmm.
No, not at all. You're right. Okay. So you're right. That pivoted, and there's so much to say, but not enough time to say it. So let's pivot and talk about the event tomorrow night.
Okay.
That you're hosting. And also bravo to the Jefferson County Republican Party for hosting this event and for all that you do in a very blue county.
Yes.
I mean, that in itself is remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
But talk to us about the event tomorrow night, where it's going to be, what you guys are doing,
Okay.
how people can attend.
Absolutely. This is the Attorney General's debate. There are 3 Republican candidates that are running for Attorney General. It's Pamela Casey out of Blount County. There is Jay Mitchell out of Jefferson County, who has Pamela Casey is a district attorney there in Blount County. Jay Mitchell is a former Alabama Supreme Court justice who resigned last year to run for this office. And then there's Catherine Robertson, who is the assistant attorney, lead attorney for the Steve Marshall Attorney General's office.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got good qualified candidates, and we're just wanting to bring them out and show them to the public, and then get them to answer some questions and let us know what they think. And it's not like debates generally are landslide thought process changers. People generally support who they support, no matter what.
Yes.
We've seen that in presidential debates. But what it does, it gives us an opportunity to showcase some of the talent that we have. It's going to be at the club. It's here in Homewood, and it's a very good venue. Dinner will be served. We're excited about it. It's a nice venue set up, and we'll be asked. It'll last a little over an hour with all the pomp and circumstance of the beginning and the anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance and all that good stuff, which we include in all of our events. And then we'll have probably somewhere around 45 to 50 minutes worth of questions, and they give them opportunity to talk about themselves in opening statements and closing statements. Stephanie Smith from the Policy Institute is going to be one of the people that ask questions. Paul DeMarco will be moderating the debate. And we're looking for a good time. If someone wanted to attend, we encourage you to do that. jeffcogop.org is our website. It's right there on the front page. You can purchase a ticket to come to it. In fact, the tickets are, $100. Some people think that's a lot, and others think it's not too bad. But I tell you what we'll do. We'll for the next 10 people that want to come that's listening to your show, if they'll just type in Rightside, they'll get a 50%
Look
discount.
at you.
50%.
Thank you.
We are a coupon. Like we have
Yes, it's our
made it.
first.
Oh,
Yes.
Look, that is awesome.
It is awesome. Okay, there's so many things. We need to have you back because I would love to talk at another date. My son-in-law is in Collision.
Okay.
And I would really enjoy a conversation, and I think many people would, about technical education, career prep. It's coming back, but I hate that for a while it was like, you're going to do that. And yet after trade school, for him, he had a great job.
Yeah.
And it's been so good for their family. But I think that's an interesting part of education we never quite get to. So
I fought for over 20 years with our counselors about that very concept.
Yeah.
Everybody got to go to college. And I would tell my students, if you hate high school, why would you go to college? Because it's high school on steroids. Go out there. Let me get you a job. Go work for 3 or 4 years. If you think you want to go to college, then by all means go. Go at night, go online, whatever you want to do. But let's go to work and let's make some money while your classmates are coming out with debt. You'll be in a good job.
That's right.
And I've got kids that have gone on to work and making way more than I did as a teacher.
Yeah. It's I just and that's what I remember about you when we first met. But I think that's a great conversation we could have on another day. But
Absolutely.
I know your event is going to be very successful, and I'm thankful for the people of Alabama because they are very engaged in this election process, and they'll show up. And so we look forward to hearing how that goes tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here. I feel like we could do a really good long form podcast.
We could, like,
I mean, we would
we just
have
get it scheduled.
A list of things that we could cover with you. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck tomorrow night. I know it will be fabulous at the club, not the club.
Yeah,
the club.
It's the club.
Yeah, you got the club.
Yeah,
the fancy
there's a lot
place.
of clubs, but there's only one the club.
Thank you again. We will be right back on the right side.
We've got to respect different personalities. Y'all just had Ernie Yarbrough on the show, for crying out loud. He's a different personality, right? So he is very passionate about his beliefs. And you just got different. It's like a family. You've got different personalities in your family. And I think moving forward, I'm extremely excited about tomorrow. I really am, because I think it's going to be something that our state has never seen before. The leadership in this body, and then also leadership in our party. We are literally going to bridge that gap that literally we have never seen before. And I just cannot wait till it happens.
So staying with you, sir.
Oh, okay.
Just real quick. Sorry.
Next time we're going to be sure and get you a smaller microphone.
That's okay.
The only thing that would have made it better is like a little fuzzy dice, making it look like that.
I think it's supposed to sit on top of it.
It is. And
can y'all not afford those either, man? Come on.
We can. This turned around so quickly, and we're so glad to be here that you gotta, we're making do.
Yes.
Okay. These are awesome. I've always wanted these little lapel mics. I'm just saying. Why did you want to run for ALGOP chairman?
Yeah, so it never was on my radar, to be honest. I don't personally believe in titles. I believe in making an impact, the biggest impact I can. And there were certain things that took place after several phone calls and laying in bed. My wife and I were just talking about, and your spouse is your best friend, and you talk about things with her. And she looked and she said, I think you would be a really good party chairman. Like, that's in your wheelhouse. And I was like, I think I would like that, and prayed about it. And honestly, once I decided to run, and literally everything was falling in place, and that's why I feel like when you're on God's path, things just naturally happen. You're not fighting against the grain on things. But that's really it. It wasn't on my radar whatsoever. And when we decided to do it, everything just literally fell in place, and I knew it was God's plan for me to do this.
I guess we touched a little bit about some of the things that under your leadership have happened in the House: tax cuts, school choice, tough on crimes law, DEI bans, transgender sports ban. Am I missing anything else?
China. You're missing a lot. Yeah. Being property from, yeah, absolutely.
So do you feel like some people in Alabama have lost sight in all the hubbub and all the chatter that's going on? And what are your priorities for the rest of this session? And maybe, I know y'all plan ahead. It catches me off guard every time. Like, if we're not planning 2 years ahead, y'all have beat us in our, kind of what we want to lobby for in Montgomery. What do you see coming next quadrennium as well?
Yeah, I think you're right. First of all, the first part of your question, I think, it's almost because of the social media and the world we live in today, it's changed. It's almost about what we've done today instead of what we've done over the past quadrennium. And Scott's right. I mean, if you Google the most conservative legislative body in the country, it's going to come up Alabama's number one. And it's because of the bills that you mentioned, a lot of them. I mean, the tax cuts has been $1.5 billion in the last 4 years alone. We've had a tax cut in every session. We got one this session on overtime. So, I mean, it's been a good 4 years. Our body has worked extremely hard. We got good men and women that serve. And Scott was talking about the reason he run for the chairman. I mean, the reason I got in leadership was because we were going through the turmoil when I first got elected, as you remember, with the Hubbard and all that went on with him and the governor and even the Supreme Court justice. That was all at one time within a few months of each other. So the reason I ran at the time is because some of the best people I had ever met, I served with in the House of Representatives. And I thought, if we can give them a platform where we can show the kind of people they are and let people know we serve with good people, and we really do. I mean, Scott and I are both the same way. I mean, there's not a place that I go in this state that I can't pick up the phone and say, listen, my car is broke down. Can you come and help me? And I promise you, within just a period of time, you'd have help from somebody. So that was my intent in getting in and running for leadership to begin with. So I think those people are still serving. Some of the faces change as we go forward. But, our state has been blessed. I mean, we have had the most successful run in economic development in the state's history. We're in the top 5 in shipbuilding, automobiles, airplanes, and now being a Lawston and with the submarine. I mean, we've never seen that before. Research, we're in the top 5. Agriculture, we're actually number 2. I mean, our state is moving at a pace that we have never seen before. And I think sometimes we always wonder what we can do next. But I think we also got to look back and celebrate what we have done too.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk, because it's happening very soon. The closed primary bill came through Matt Simpson's committee. What is the bill exactly, and what are the plans for it?
Yeah, I don't mind talking on this one at all. I think I'll let you talk about the plans for it, and I'll just kind of discuss. So I watched it because we had a public hearing last week. Ernie Arborough is a sponsor, and I think it's time. It's time for us to pick our party lines and pick your teams and support your teams and vet the people that are going to be a part of your team, right? So right now, if you're a Democrat, you can literally you can participate in our primaries if you want to, right? Basically, if this bill becomes law, when you go and when they ask you after your driver's license, your valid driver's license at the polls, they're going to ask you Republican or Democrat. And whatever you request is you just registered, right? So then we already got a law now that if you do pick a Republican ballot and there's a runoff, you can't flip-flop, right? So if you're a Democrat, you can't vote in our runoffs. That's already law. So we might as well just do it with the primaries as well. But let's say you want to change your mind. 60 days before the next primary, all you do is fill out paperwork and you can change your decision. Now, 60 days was the big question mark. And I found out it's because that's when the absentees were sent out. So that was the only reason why, because 30 days, some thought that had been more appropriate, wasn't feasible just because of the absentee ballots. But I think at the end of the day, we've got different parties. I mean, you picked your sides, you're on the team. I don't see the big deal personally. I think it gives more structure to our party, to each party, to the Democrats and Republicans. Mm-hmm. They don't want us middling in theirs, and we don't want them middling in ours, right? So I just think it's a solid move moving forward for our election integrities.
Do you see it passing the House? And what are the chances in the Senate?
I think we get it through the House. I think there will be conversation. And we've talked about that some. I mean, we've always tried to be, as Speaker with the gavel, we always try to be amenable to both sides, in a debate. And I know that we'll probably have a lot of debate on the bill. After a period of time, we'll move forward. If we have to cloture, we will. I do think we'll be able to get it out of the House. I'll be surprised if we don't. Of course, we'll go into caucus meeting tomorrow. We'll have a better idea where everybody stands and what they're thinking. And that's when they get a chance to hear whatever they have to say, good, bad, or ugly. And so we'll get to see that tomorrow and we'll have a good idea. But I feel good about it. I think we can get out of the house. And one thing for sure, we'll know Thursday.
Let's look ahead to a Governor Tuberville administration. Those are big changes that are on the horizon. Talk to us about what you guys hope will happen. What kind of changes, what kind of legislation? Welcome back to The Right Side. We hope you enjoyed our interview with Philip Brown, who is the chairman of the Jefferson County Republican Party. They are hosting an attorney general debate tomorrow night. And if you want to attend, go online to jeffcogop.org. And for y'all who want to attend, the next 10? Yeah. The next 10 people who go online to buy a ticket, because it is at the club and there is a delicious dinner involved.
The orange rolls alone.
Wait.
That's the orange roll place.
Yes.
It's worth the ticket. You can click, what is it that you can put?
You can type in Rightside for a 50% discount.
Yes, you can.
That is, I mean, we have made it, y'all. We have a discount code.
Have we made it?
It's like type in Steve Dace for your free frick-a-frack. We've made it. He also told us after we went off air, he told us that the Jeffco GOP has a little, I say a little.
Don't
podcast.
say a little.
I say a little podcast. It's called the We Publican, WEE Publican podcast. And it's like baby Philip Brown talking about very serious topics. Once a week, they drop a little, kind of issues based something, but it's the cutest little AI generated little talking Philip.
It's
Did I call him Phil?
hilarious.
Did
No, I
say
don't
Phil?
think so.
Okay. We're not that close.
We're going to have Winsy Graham on the Republican podcast.
He's on the Republican, but Philip Brown, we could have a really good worldview serious podcast with him.
For sure.
I see him at all the places and have for years, but I've never really sat down and talked to him. So I appreciate him coming on. Do we want to do hot flashing news now or do we want to do allegedly?
I say we do hot flash of news now and then finish the show with allegedly.
Okay.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, we don't even have I'm just going to have to listen to Kay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. So I have lots of hot flash news, which is good because we haven't gotten to a ton of news today. Did y'all see that the Team USA, the baseball team, arrived in the final game? They're playing in the baseball classic.
They lost.
When did they already play?
They played last night. They lost.
I thought they were playing today. They lost?
Venezuela won. This back-to-back years, the U.S. has come in second in the World Baseball Classic. It's kind of embarrassing. And I'm sorry, just one last part. You can't kidnap another country's president and then lose to them in the World Baseball Classic. That's a little bit embarrassing.
Okay, well, you just stole my thunder. Did you see they showed up in the Team USA hockey jerseys?
I did.
Like the ones they actually wore? That's
boss
pretty
right
fire.
there.
I didn't want you to keep going and not be correct, though. I had to stop you.
I mean, I thought they were just arriving, like this is them getting off the plane, and then they were going to have a day of rest. And then I started watching Bridgerton last night.
Allison, how was it? I've never seen it.
I'm not sure. I feel very funny about it.
Oh, okay.
I can't decide. I'm only on episode 2, though. So sorry, I missed the baseball game. I just thought the jerseys were fire.
They were fire.
That's all I really cared about. The Gateway Pundit is reporting you can read a story about a 2022 appearance of James Tallarico.
Oh, gosh.
Who is wearing a mask while pushing veganism to fight climate change. Y'all, this is 2022, the height of COVID, really. He's wearing a mask, talking about being vegan and how to fight climate change. I think he is who he is, and this is why he's terrifying. Jasmine Crockett, fake. If he wins,
oh my gosh. Oh, there's 20 more like him ready to, they always prototype and send their first cat out. And he's the first of the super progressive wing. And if he wins, we are in trouble.
I'll just say this. It's indicative of the Republican Party as a whole, because that Antichrist-like figure is the Democratic candidate. And then who does the red state of Texas have to send out against him? Ken Paxton. He's got his issues. And then John Cornyn, who maybe will be getting a Trump endorsement.
Okay, are you hearing that?
Well, he said, I will vote. Apparently, that's what he's allegedly. He's holding that over on voting for the SAVE Act if Trump will endorse him. So I'm just saying, like, the Texas can have a better candidate to go up against that guy because even if Tallarico loses, oh great, we get Cornyn to stay up there.
I mean, think about it. He's bathing all of the super liberal blue-haired progressives' dreams with the blessing of the Bible. Like, it's not real, but they believe it's real because they want to believe it's will.
It's
It's will. I mean, veganism, pro-abortion, pro-LGBTQ, pro-climate change, everything we're against, and he's growing, versus John Cornyn and Ken Paxton. Like, people are excited about him.
Yeah.
It's like the people who say they read the Bible, but not really. They buffet the Bible and make it say what they want so they can be their own God, but pretend it's God. And that's exactly what he's doing. And they're like, yes.
Yeah.
And then the Republicans are like, we're going to send John Cornyn or Ken Paxton. Come on.
Tallarico is for the Christians that want to not go the full length of what Christianity actually demands.
We can't call them Christians.
Yeah, they're not Christians.
Well, I was just saying, because I mean, I have friends who I went to a Christian high school with, and they're still in the phase of, yeah, but I want to live and let live. I want to be, express my truth, but also believe in Jesus. And then here comes Tallarico, who will give them what they want to hear. And it's not real Christianity, but that's why it's so appealing. Like, wait, I can call myself a Christian without actually believing everything the Bible says and doing whatever, that's the appeal, and it's scary. So,
yeah, it's not real. They think it is. And that's what's so diabolical about it, is they've been duped.
So easily duped.
That's right.
Speaking of duping, if that were a verb, wait, it is a verb.
It is a verb.
If that was a real verb.
If that was like, what would that be?
Tell me what you mean.
Like duping, you hear that word. Is that
lying?
No, I'm trying.
Like a fake belief?
Yeah. Like, what does duping sound? No.
Because I was like, I duped
Y'all
you.
are not in my brain.
It's like, I duped you,
No, I
right?
know what it means.
I
but
faked
I'm
you
saying,
out.
like, let's go duping.
Oh.
If you were to use it like that. I went duping last night.
You put on a mask and you tried to go be Joe Biden, like they tried to pull off on us. That time he was way taller than he was supposed to be. That's duping.
Yeah. Like, I went rolling last night. I went duping last night. What would that? Okay, y'all just got a glimpse into my brain. Anyway, we're going to move on.
Okay.
It made me giggle. Republican Tom Tillis, our bestie, failed to show up to vote for the SAVE Act, one of the most important bills in U.S. history.
How convenient. Was he hosting another dog parade?
Let me click and see.
Oh, Tom. Thom
Tillis.
Didn't show up.
Why I order.
Didn't show up. Lisa Murkowski was the only no.
But Thom
Tillis was the one that organized the dog parade, just because priorities.
By the way, when we say advance the SAVE Act, what that means is bringing it to now a debate. So we haven't even reached the point of breaking the 60 vote filibuster, or to bring closer to break the filibuster. That is, we essentially voted to bring it to a filibuster. And now I don't have any hope that it's going to get past this point, honestly, but we'll see.
I hope
Thanks,
some people
JP.
find their gumballs.
I got some on the shelf.
We should send it to them
How
like
old?
overnight.
They're double bubble. I just bought. Those
They
things
last forever.
I just bought them
Y'all
like
scared me
a
sometimes.
month ago. I don't. When you start talking like us and saying what we say,
If I ever
you
start
just need
talking
to
like
quit.
us, yeah, I may need to go back to
You
school.
just need to dip.
Go back to school or something.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese. Do you remember the mouse?
The mouse is scary.
I was a huge Chuck E. Cheese kid.
You love Chuck E. Cheese?
But do you remember the mascot?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had the
giant.
animatronics and the mascot with the
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, Chuck E. Cheese in that costume was a wanted felon.
What?
And
he had a backstory?
Yeah. Well, they started investigating him because he was going around and kicking toddlers.
Which Chuck E. Cheese at which location?
Probably the one on 280.
Probably.
Wait, where was this?
Was this on Not the Bee? Was this Not the Bee?
Let's watch. Let's.
Oh no,
Hold
no,
on.
he
Don't
better
kick the
not.
girl. Don't kick the girl. Don't. He did. He kicked her to the ground.
He kicked a baby. I would like to let you know that I would have punched him in the face.
Oh my gosh! So he was arrested in Florida.
Oh my gosh, guys! I gotta pull up. You don't have the iPad.
Okay, hold on. Hold
I
up.
found a picture of him getting arrested.
Yes, please.
So apparently he was arrested last year too. This time, okay, we got that.
We got the iPads.
I'm gonna have to. It's a web.
What a turd! Don't let him out. Do not let him out.
All these are web P's. Unfortunately, keep talking.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Anyway, Chucky better calm down. He got arrested last year. Oh, I remember this.
You do?
I remember. It's a video in the parking lot, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, this time he just walks up and kicks this 2-year-old little girl in the booty and she falls to the ground. It was like a soccer goal kick. He like reared back.
Evil.
What? So did he got arrested for doing that?
Well, no,
Or-
he got arrested. He was a felon. He was getting arrested. Okay, that was him last year. He got arrested.
Take off your stupid hat.
Where a
Loser.
kid can be a kid. Then this year he was just caught kicking. He didn't get arrested this year again, but he's back at it, kicking little kids.
Back at it again.
Now, why would anybody go to Chuck E. Cheese these days?
I don't know, but it was the bee's knees when I was a kid.
Remember what they had before it was Chucky? Do you remember that they had another character?
I think so.
It
What
was a
was-
different name, and then I think it became Chuck E. Cheese.
It was Showbiz.
It was Show. That's right.
And they had the weird bear
Yeah.
or something with
Yes.
the guitar on the stage.
Yes.
With the best pizza.
I had to stop.
The pizza's still good.
Yeah.
I had to
Oh.
stop going when I was
When you were 19? No.
when
awkward.
when I started playing the game Five Nights at Freddy's, which is the haunted.
I love that
animatronics.
movie.
It was the haunted animatronics, and ever since I was like, I can't go back to Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, well, apparently felons kick kids, so don't go there.
I will not go to Chuck E. Cheese for lunch today anymore. Thanks for letting me know.
Although it would be fun to go play skee ball though.
Oh, skee
and basketball. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
There's a bill that is being proposed that improperly tethered dogs could lead to jail time under this new Alabama law.
Where is it statewide?
Well, I mean, you can't tie up a dog in Coffee County.
Well, what do they mean
And-
by tethered? Do they mean like the one that they can run out and back, or do they mean they're improperly tethered, like
Okay.
by their neck?
Oh, this
which
is a Garland
cruel?
Gudger bill. Hold
Okay.
on. This is how we do it. If y'all are interested, you want me to swipe? Is it right if you like her?
Right. Yep.
Okay. Hold on. I need my glasses.
I'm glad you found your glasses you were looking for yesterday.
No, these are not them.
those are not them.
No.
Those are cute.
All right. Would authorize county and municipal animal control officers to inspect and enforce certain minimum care for dogs tethered outside. It's currently awaiting committee. I guess it's passed the Senate. And it's waiting a committee vote in the House. It will require methods be used when tethering or confining a dog and would establish a criminal penalty for tethering or confining a dog without food, water, and shelter and a properly fitted collar or harness. It is a statewide bill. Adequate shelter is defined as having a roof, walls, and solid floor, and is large enough to allow the dog to stand up and move around. You might get arrested.
The problem is you have to come on to my property.
Well, it's saying that it would give them it would allow them to come on your property and inspect. The bill also forbids tying a dog to a stationary object like a tree, stake, or structure without a trolley system.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, I mean, and there are places where you see those horrible dog commercials where they go pick up these dogs and they're just not cared for, abused. I just thought there would be laws already.
Yeah, me too.
It's sometimes called Bo's Law because of a viral photo of a dog tethered in the snow. It also makes exceptions for temporary instances like running into a grocery store and grooming. I don't want to click on this photo. What if it's really sad?
This feels a little overreachy.
Okay.
Does this feel a little overreachy? Like they're going to look in your car, and then if you're there too long, they're going to arrest you when you come out?
Well, I think there's a potential for that, but we aren't for animal cruelty. And there's some people that are cruel to animals, but there is that. It's like, what? So if I go in Publix and I leave my dog, is that some way they're going to come after us? Lawfare?
Is this?
You're going to the slammer, Abs.
I didn't like. Somebody's gonna say they didn't like the video that Amy Beth made on the Rightside Media page, and wait, Amy Beth beats her dog. Oh wow, yeah. I see what you
mean. Interesting.
Unintended consequences. That's what you always have to think about. I have so much more. Willie Nelson's coming to Birmingham. The closed.
He's still alive.
I don't think I can name you a Willie Nelson song.
On the road again.
He's still.
I've heard. Okay, so I've heard.
On the road again.
I've probably heard all of his songs on commercials, but off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Real quickly, the closed primary bill passed the House. We talked about that. Gulf Shores is considering a year-long development moratorium for comprehensive planning. What do you think? Is it getting out of control?
I don't know.
Is it growing too fast down there?
We're going in May. I haven't been in years. So I'll tell you. I'll report back in May.
Disney CEO Bob Iger will be stepping down from Disney today.
Oh.
Did he do something or is he just moving along?
Was he on the
I
Epstein
don't know.
list?
I'm guessing Epstein.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Yeah.
Allegedly.
You know how we just stopped talking about that? So weird.
It is kind of weird.
That's the timing.
We have
Very
such
suspicious.
short attention spans.
Yeah, we do.
We can't get to anything.
We're at war.
Yeah.
Literally.
That takes
In case you
precedent.
forgot.
What are we?
Oh, we didn't even get to talking. We didn't talk about Joe Kent. I'm so curious your all's thoughts on that. We'll have to come back
Yeah, we'll have
to that.
to circle around.
Yeah. That's an evergreen story.
Do that tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a big story.
Are we doing allegedly?
We can do allegedly.
You want to go?
Am I first?
Clotus.
Okay.
Cloudus?
Cluedus.
Like Clue the game.
Yeah.
We're you clued us in. You clued us into the stories.
It's my favorite segment with my two heifers where we discuss such gossip in the state of Alabama. But I'm hearing some things about our junior senator up in DC. Are y'all hearing something?
Oh no. No, sir.
What I'm hearing, allegedly, Katie Britt, the senator from this great state, is having a spanking spoon, and she's having to use it on the Democrats up in DC to get her way. You know, there's a lot of talk about Katie Britt and how she has so much power up in that city of DC. Well, as we're trying to pass the SAVE Act, allegedly, she's one of the players, but you're gonna have to use the iPad for this. I think the reason I think this is true is because she was caught on camera on the Senate floor yesterday. Did y'all see this video?
No, sir, we did not.
I saw the video and
Yes.
it made me giggle.
It made me giggle. So if y'all remember the video last year where she was giving the business to Senator Murphy,
Yes. Yes, I do.
giving like
I the business.
well, I think she was fixing to have to give a spanking to a Democrat on the floor. And then she realized that she was on camera. So if you noticed, Senator Katie Britt, she's talking to somebody else, and she goes, "Excuse me, why are you interrupting my conversation?"
Dear.
And she gets pissed. Look at her. She's madder than a freaking hornet right now. She's starting to give it to him, and it's starting to ramp up. So, don't make me get Mr. Spoon, Mister. And she's giving to him. And look, she notices she's on camera right there. She's on the C-SPAN. And y'all's camera just went out right as I said that.
Oh, our camera went out.
But look at that face from the senator.
What happened to our camera?
I don't know.
Can you
It is
fix
the
it?
NSA.
Oh, who is that next to Katie Britt?
I'm not aware.
That was such a great. It looked like John Ossoff, but I don't think it is Ossoff. But look,
She looked like somebody who just gotten a bad call on the basketball court with these hands.
But do you think Senator Britt?
what fuzzy? Can you hit that button?
Oh, yes.
Yes, thank you,
Thank
JP.
you.
Thank you, JP.
Do you think Senator Britt has a spanking spoon that she uses and she got caught in the act right? I'm
Yes.
just asking.
I will say I would not want to be on the Senate floor or any House floor or anywhere. There are cameras all around. Can you imagine if cameras followed us everywhere, every day?
Oh, we would be in such trouble.
It would be embarrassing. I'm kind of proud of her because she was like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you coming over here? This is an A-B conversation. You need to see your way out.
That was good. That was really
And
good.
he left. She took care of business.
She said, "You get your butt back here, mister." I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that lip from you. So I will. Oh, wait a second. We are being recorded, Senator. We will hand this at a later time.
But I don't know who he thought he was. I mean, he went over and he was pointing in her face and then pointing at that man next to her and then did this. And she said, "Oh, no, you don't. I'll cut you."
I'm proud that we have a senator at the very least who knows how to get things done and does not let the Democrats talk to her how they want.
It's true.
She snapped them back in line.
It is true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, boy. Well.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I need to channel my inner Martha.
You're Phyllis.
But I'm Phyllis. My other girl, her name is Crystal. But Phyllis wanted y'all to let you know that I know this political story is really important. And I feel like, though, I need to bring you a light-hearted story, and you're going to be heartbroken about it. So gird your loins.
They're good.
My lawns
Are they girded?
They're girded.
Okay.
I
hate to tell y'all this, but I'm the bearer of bad news. And the bad news is that for 20 years, the Alabama Butterbean Festival is no more.
What?
Did y'all ever go to the Alabama Butterbean Festival?
You mean it's been here for 20 years and now it's gone?
Why, yes. Since 2006, the Alabama Butterbean Festival has brought people to Pinson to celebrate the butterbean, the beloved butterbean, and to take part in family-friendly attractions. And what began as a small community gathering grew into a beloved tradition. But apparently today, I thought I would bring you. See, and I already read the story this morning, and it won't let me back on to read more. I hate that. But I just wanted y'all to know, in case you were wanting to get out to the Butterbean Festival, they say, sayonara, see you later. It's not going to exist anymore.
I'm going to have to rearrange my schedule.
Clueless, I think you are. I mean, I think you need to go ahead and get on out there while it may have its last festival. I don't know. I read it hours ago. Along with the other story I read, but I can't find that story either. And I saved it. Now I can't find it. But that's okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is a butter bean the same thing as a northern bean? We just made it more southern.
Oh, I don't know why.
What makes a butter bean
Why
butter?
I wonder if a butter bean, Clueless, could you Brother, could you look up if a butter bean and a northern bean, a great northern bean, are just the North and the South still fighting over names and places, and we beans? We all just beans.
So I don't have my glasses. However,
okay,
this is what
Well, I'll just be.
What's the
this is
Google?
what the,
Why
the
you gotta
Googles
call
say.
names?
No, Great Northern beans and butter beans are not the same, though they are often used interchangeably due to their similar mild, creamy flavor.
And that's what I love about the butter bean. It is real mild and it is super creamy.
Great Northern beans are medium-sized and hold their shape well, while butter beans or large lima beans are larger, flatter, and have a softer, more butter-like texture.
It's true. And, the butter bean can get a little mushy like spaghetti for people who don't know how to cook it. But the Great Northern bean, you're right. It does hold its shape. Well, I thank you for clearing that up, because the second I thought we was having the North and the South war again, and it turns out we are not.
Well,
so I just wanted everybody to know that there's no more Butterbean Festival. And so if you need to cry tears in your beer, go ahead and let them out. Don't hold it
Let
in.
them out. We may have to protest this. I'm not a protester. However, we may need to get signs that say "Bring back the bean."
I think we should have a bean sign right back there. And then we would send business to my husband. And that would be great.
Her husband's a GI.
Everybody wins.
Everybody.
Are you having allegedly for us?
I so wish I could just sit back and watch this. I'm jealous of all the viewers. But you know what? What if they don't think it's as funny as we do? I don't care.
We were
still
just at
doing
the
it.
State House and they were talking about
Yeah,
it.
I know. But I mean, I don't know. Even if it's not funny, we're doing it because this is the best thing ever. So my allegedly,
Our camera is overheating.
Well, you want to just turn your camera around?
We'll turn it back or turn it off and turn it back on. Try that.
I have to be on camera while I talk allegedly.
It's coming back.
Okay, thank you,
Oh, we're
JP.
fuzzy
Wow, you
again.
good. It's okay. We're on camera. Better to be fuzzy on camera than not. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Amma.
So yesterday, we were down at the State House and we were doing our own little tour. We probably should have gotten somebody to go with us because allegedly there's a cafeteria in the State House. We
Really?
saw the signs everywhere. Actually, I think the only sign we saw was on floor 1. And it said cafeteria this way because we were famished. We had been interviewing all those people yesterday. And so we thought, well, on this tour, there's a cafeteria. I bet they have a really good meat and 3 down here.
Including the butterbean.
Butterbeans galore. Maybe that's why they had to cancel the festival. They're all in the cafeteria. So we walked round and round and round and never saw that cafeteria. Allegedly, there is one. And do you remember, too? We got in the elevator and that sweet lady said, are y'all lost?
We said, yes, ma'am.
You said, yes, ma'am. And you said, we're looking for the cafeteria. She said, oh, honey, we don't have a cafeteria. And then she laughed at us.
Oh, girl.
But the sign said there was a cafeteria. So we need to know, is there a cafeteria? Was there a cafeteria? How did those legislators eat? Where do they go? I saw vending machines, but surely they don't live off vending machines. And allegedly, that nice man from Alabama Public Television, that stopped us, it happened in the elevator too.
It did.
I feel like that's where everything goes down at the State House, the elevator. Well, anyway, he said on the bottom floor, not number 1, but if you can get to the dungeon number 2, no, 0. I guess
negative 1.
Negative 1 underground. He said it looks like it's straight out of Saw 5. Do you think we saw that part?
I don't know.
There were some rooms that looked kind of scary, but
I think so.
allegedly, if you can get down to negative 1, oh my word! Allegedly, my eardrums just bust. Oops!
I forgot the show was coming to an end.
It's over. It's over
Got
for the
a
day.
little carried away, but allegedly, I'd love to know where that cafeteria is.
Because we swore we saw and smelled some food.
did smell like barbecue.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but I prefer my meat in 3 without mold. So I wouldn't consume the cafeteria in the state house anyhow.
Oh, but it was fun. So allegedly we'll be back tomorrow. We hope you enjoyed the show because, it's fun to be on the right side. We'll see y'all tomorrow.